Calm down, Your Majesty. We'll let's talk about this and we'll sort something out. Okay, please stop crying, please. Now we'll sort something out. Don't worry. Now, only thing is, we're worried. 95 years old. A bit worried about you being on horseback. Yeah. There is a disabled horse riding company that can provide you with a horse and cart. Can I suggest that might be a better... You want to just watch from the balcony? Okay, yeah, you can watch from the balcony with your family. It's probably quite astute, isn't it? Now, whilst you're on the balcony, you're okay with just a stick, or do you need a frame or a wheelchair? You're okay with the stick, okay. What about, have you thought about maybe sitting on thrones on the balcony or on chairs of some description? No, it's imperative that everybody stands. Okay. Now, how many children are going to be on the balcony? You've got quite a big family these days, haven't you? Lots of okay. Meghan will look after the grandchildren in the lounge behind the balcony. Okay, fine. Okay. So they won't all be rushing around and knocking you over. Great. Good idea. Moving on to St Paul's, if I may be so bold. Bit worried about the number of steps there. Yeah, the hundreds, aren't there? And that great big long aisle. Yeah. Is there a side entrance? Or we can loan you a nice electric wheelchair. They come in quite jazzy colours. We can always bling them up with a few jewels or something. Is there a side entrance to St Paul's? Preferably a side room with a toilet as well, so you can just nip out and go to the loo whenever you want. No, you're going to watch it on. You're going to watch your Jubilee on the TV at home. Okay. Are you going to do a video phone link? No, you don't want to do a video phone link up, and you definitely don't want to go, because it will be easier for everybody if you don't go because of your mobility issues. It's a sad indictment of our disabled world that we live in, isn't it, Your Majesty, that you don't feel enabled to go to your own Jubilee. I know, Louis, I know. It's you and me against the world, buddy. Why the hell did they not ask me to push Granny down the aisle of St Paul's Cathedral in a wheelchair? And why did nobody get her a chair on the balcony? That's what I want to know. God, I'm still doing Invictus Games, Louis. Also, why did every black singer in the world perform at the concert? Nobody asked Meghan. Meghan and I would have done a wonderful speech. Yes, I have to say, mightily impressed with your stamp collection there. Just think, your older brother George will be on a stamp one day. Yes, we all have a bit of a laugh with George about the king and the queen and the knight in chess club. He is showing good signs of progress in the world of academia. He finds history fascinating, if a little alarming at times, but we all have a good laugh about the fact he's related to Henry VIII. One thing I have noticed since the Jubilee, he's taking more of a senatorial awareness in himself, rather like Henry VIII. We did notice he is carrying around a clothes brush in his back pocket, and if he gets any bits of fluff on him, he's very meticulous about brushing it off. He also is carrying around a comb with him. And Miss Frobisher noticed the other day he was slicking back at his hair with a little bit of hair gel. There was a rumour that he was also in his rucksack carrying around lipstick and foundation. Just if you can remind him, makeup isn't allowed in school. I appreciate he has to be media ready, but... Hello, Your Majesty. Terry's asked me to give you a quick ring back. We're thinking clothes-wise, will this enable you a little bit more over the Jubilee period? Obviously, let's start from the top. Obviously, you don't want to be sitting with your hair in curlers all morning, do you? And how long do they normally spend doing your makeup? Look, I reckon just brush your hair back, put on, as long as you've brushed your hair and put your lipstick on, Your Majesty. Yeah, I mean, hours in hair and makeup, I mean, that's exhausting, isn't it, at 95? Yeah. So, if you have time to put on earrings and necklace, great. But don't worry if not, I'm sure people will forgive you. Let's start with your shoes, actually. We're thinking trainers. We can always bling them up with a few jewels for you. But if your feet are comfy, yeah. Now, are you all right with a stick, or do you need a Zimmer frame or an electric wheelchair? No, you're okay. You sure you're okay with just the one stick? Okay. Clothes-wise, I know you're a big fan of tights. We're thinking not very easy on and offable. Maybe scrap the tights, therefore scrap the skirt. Maybe go for some comfy slacks. Also, with your other issue, we suggest an adult diaper just in case. Yeah, there's some really good ones on the market. And just a nice loose top. We just want you to be comfortable. It's you that people want to spend time with and you that they want to see. Yeah. So we're thinking, just a quick resume there. Comfy feet, we're thinking trousers, we're thinking diaper, we're thinking not too much fuss with the hair. Oh no, Kate, it's not you, my darling. I can't get him to sit down and listen to music either, for love nor money. If it's wet play, we play Farmers in the Den. He likes that. Zip zap boing. He can't sit still, can he? He's got ants in his pants. I know, he's a nightmare. But he likes to be active and be outside. I had him tested for vitamin D. He seems to want to be outside all the time, exploring. He loves the slide and the climbing frame and the tunnel and the tyre and the rope and the car and the bike. Yes, he does always like to be doing. Oh no, Kate, I think it's a bit premature to diagnose him with ADHD. I think he's just terribly fit, terribly happy, terribly healthy at our kindergarten. I think he's doing really well. Well, I put him in a little suit because, of course, he's our future king, isn't he? And I thought formal attire. Yes, I'm sure Diana would have put him in shorts and t-shirt, but Diana's not here, is she? And as nanny, Yes, Charlotte was a bit tired. It's been a very long day for her. Well, they seem to enjoy waving the flags anyway. They did a few close-ups, Your Highness. And then the children looked like they were smiling and having a good time. Yes, you did sound a little bit like Greta Thunberg when you went onto the stage, but I appreciate you appealing to the next generation. Hi, Kate. Yes, please do help yourself to a biscuit. Do you have sugar? Yeah, it's a bit awkward, really, but I wanted just to have a quiet chat with you. Charlotte hasn't been herself since the Jubilee.